Hey guys, Pizza Time Marcus here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the speed build. So I do want to do something different with this video. Unlike my other FNAF speed builds, I decided that at the end I was going to do a commentary tour on the pizzeria. So let me know if you guys like the previous version of just no talking and just a silent walkthrough, or if you prefer me talking. I'm gonna try to keep this as short and sweet as possible because the video is kind of getting long. So you guys are probably wondering why I built FNAF 1 in the first place. The last one was pretty good that I did. I don't even. It's probably one of the more recent maps that I've done. The reason I did it is because of reasons pertaining to the Pizzaplex, but that will all make sense at due time. And I also did it because FNAF 1, my build for it, is one of my favorite builds I've ever done. And I did personally believe that I could do better. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. We streamed a lot of the building process the other day. I'm going to try to attempt to stream more often. The outside is heavily based off Avenger-era Chuck E. Cheese, especially with the signage. And yeah, that's what it's heavily based off of. This is like the 90s and 2000s era of Freddy Fazbear's. So, got some handicap signs up here. The main part is inside, so let's go. So inside right here, you have the main entrance. First of all, love the walls in here. It's my favorite part about the build, to be honest with you. Like I said, heavily based off Chuck E. Cheese. We have the main counter right here, where you buy your ticket to get in. We have the pizza art on the wall, posters, arcades. Back here is just a little office area for employees. Let's get to the main party room. So you come over here and you have the main showroom / party room. The entire party room is surrounded by carpet, gray carpet, and the middle is tiled off. But before we get to there, we're going to go over here first. So back here you have the hallway that connects to the bathrooms. So you have male and female bathrooms. The female has a pink trim to it. They're the same, besides the colors. And the male is just an inverse of that with some urinals and blue trim. And then you come back here, you got some gumball machines, some benches, some tables, and this actually leads to the kitchen, but we will do that later. I'm really proud of the pizza art that I was able to do in here. Very, very close to the game. Over there is something we'll go to later. But let's do the main party room. So over here is the drink station, heavily based off Chuck E. Cheese. This is where you come and get something to drink. Here's another entrance to this hallway. Over here is the main entrance, or not entrance, but the main door to the kitchen. Over here, you have some booze, and then back here is a separate dining area, just for the people who don't want to be in the loud noises of the main showroom. They can come over here and eat. You have a big Freddy head on the wall, more pizzas, more posters. But we all know what you guys want to see. I'm going to get to it in a second. Back here we have some pillars, just to add some depth to the room instead of it just being one big room. I put these back here. Pretty nice. More booths, trash cans right here, more gumball machines, and then you have the prize counter right here with the green neon sign. Glass thing where like candy and stuff is in there. Got some prizes back there. Here's the ticket machine where you would put your tickets in to get tickets to buy stuff. These hallways back here, we'll do that in a minute. But over here, you have a photo booth. This is an OG photo booth, not the blue one like in the Pizzaplex. Over here is the entrance to the arcade with some coin machines. We'll go into the arcade. The arcade is a darker purple than the rest of the building. Got arcade machines with some levers representing joysticks. You have the basketball hoops right here, claw machines, and right in these corners, you've seen them around the building, are speakers. There are speakers connected to the PA, letting people know that the show is about to begin, or they're closing, or whatever they would need that for. Over here you have skee ball, and that is it for the arcade. I like this arcade a lot. I like the carpet I did in here. Throughout the whole building, I like this carpet, the texturing. The roof I like a lot as well. It adds a lot of depth. It's not just one solid block. Then you come over here. More stuff on the walls, gumball machines, plants, trash cans. And then over here you have the playroom. So this is the play area. This is also another favorite of mine. Right here you got the cubby holes for your shoes, another speaker. This right here is very hard to tell, but it's based off of the clock ride at Chuck E. Cheese, little kiddie ride where you would get on the clock and it would spin you around. But in the universe, it's a sun. You got some cloud art up here, and you have the ball pit. Over here, you have a car ride, and then right here, you have the merry-go-round, because every Five Nights at Freddy's location has one. Every Fazbear location has one, just like Chuck E. Cheese in real life. So, we'll go in here. This is Backstage, parts and service. As you can see, the layout of the building is pretty much the same, but it's got some differences. Usually parts and service would be right here where the play area is, and usually Pirates Cove would be where the arcade is. Well, I decided to take some creative liberties with this and build my own instead of just doing a one-to-one creation like we did with the last FNAF 1 location. I decided to take some creative liberties because I always thought that the one main room just being the only room in the pizzeria that has anything like the stages, and you have to assume the arcade is within the walls of this one room, and I always thought that was kind of weird. Not a bad thing, but I always thought it was weird, so I did my own thing. So this is actually Backstage. It is behind the stage. We'll get to the stage in a minute. But the Backstage area is actually behind the stage. You have a cardboard cutout of a tree, speakers, shelves, endoskeleton heads, spare heads of the mascots. You have some generators powering the stage right behind this wall. An arcade being worked on. Sparky's piano, just a spare piano. You have a computer right here. More speakers, more posters. Some lights hanging from the ceiling. And then back here, you just have general storage for, the endoskeleton part. And then back here, this is where Golden Freddy is. And back here is a Fredbear arcade machine with a light. So that is where Golden Freddy is / Fredbear. It seems like I'm kind of blowing through a lot of this, and that's because I really don't want to go on any tangents or anything. So I'm trying to keep this snappy. And then finally, let's go to my favorite part of this build, the stage. This is the reason I did the build in the first place. So here is the stage, heavily based off of Showbiz Pizza, how they have a 3-stage, which is 3 stages, all connected in one. So this is really based off of that, but I guess you can really say it's also based off of the 3-stage in Chuck E. Cheese, because when they did concept unification, they converted all Showbiz Pizza stages into Chuck E. Cheese stages with Chuck E. Cheese stuff on it. So this is really any kind of 3-stage. This Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is obviously based off FNAF 1. So it's around the 90s to early 2000s. So this is, I guess, if you want to mirror Chuck E. Cheese, this is the Freddy Fazbear Avenger era, where they was making him cool and, all the characters got a remodel. But over here you got Foxy and Patchy, who acts a lot like Looney Bird coming out of the barrel here. Foxy is a block, of course. You have some gold doubloons behind him with the wall art of a beach and a palm tree. Some speakers, gold thing above them. I really like this stage, I really do. Over here you have the main stage with the main 3, Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. You have Bonnie, and behind him you have a tree with the sun. You have some clouds, some flowers on the ground, a log, and you have Chica and Freddy at center. You have the moon back there as well, which will raise and lower throughout the show. I assume them singing with faces just like Showbiz, because their sun and moon also have faces and sing along with the band. Some flowers on the stage too to add some nice touches. I thought that really ties it all together. Up here you have the gold thing. I imagine this as the exact same thing as the Chucky face that winks when the show is over with. That's what I imagine that as. And over here we have an interesting character, Sparky. So obviously we all know who Sparky is. I don't need to. Sparky was originally a hoax, originally a dog, was in FNAF 1 secret animatronic, I guess, and he pretty much became canon. I mean, he was in the FNAF 1 movie, so he's canon in my verse. He was just a character that they added specifically to this pizzeria. He did not exist before this. This was his breakout time. So this is when they used him as only in this location, or this era. They only used Sparky in this era. He didn't exist before this. Just thought I'd put that out there just to, because it'll all make sense in due time. In due time, it'll all make sense. He is on the keyboard. He plays the piano. I don't know. I like that idea a lot. He has a brick behind him, homage to the Pizzaplex where he is a comedian. I imagine Sparky as the funny one of the group, but I also imagine him as the hype man of this band here. I imagine him being the announcer of a lot of the shows, very heavily based off Duke LaRue from the Rock-afire. And yeah, and then I'm standing on the party tables. These are based off of Chuck E. Cheese party tables where they are a lot like cafeteria tables. I decided not to do the individual chairs. I decided to do something different. And yeah, so that is it for the main stage. Love this stage. It's my favorite stage I've ever built, period. And I hope you guys like it too. So I guess we'll do the office next. So over here you have the 2 hallways that lead to the office. Now, when I did the stream, I did talk about how I do think 2 huge hallways going back to an office is kind of unrealistic, and I think it's obvious why it's designed like that for the game, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense in a real place. But I digress. So you come back here. So this is the right hallway. This is the one the body comes down. There's obviously it's a little less unkept than the main areas. By the way, this is the pizzeria in its prime. This is not the state that we find it in FNAF 1. This is the pizzeria when it just opens up and it's in its prime and yada, yada, yada. So there is some, trash and some stuff, but it's not nearly in the state that you find it when you play the game. I assume when you do play in the game, I assume it's been abandoned for a while, just like it is in FNAF 1. I assume it's just abandoned, and it's taking place in, the 90s or whatever. So this is early 90s. What we're playing in right now is early 90s. I imagine when you play the game, it's like the late 90s, dang near 2000s. Just putting that out there. So this is the pizzeria in its heyday. Gumball machines. You're really not supposed to come down here. Kids aren't really meant to come down here. Some filing cabinets, some notes plastered on the wall. Right here, you come through here. This is just a little storage room to the prize counter. So this is how the employees get in and out of the prize counter. And there's also a door on this side as well. Just some storage. Then you come over here. Obviously, you have the office. You have the window and the giant doors. Over here, you have the supply closet. I know it probably should be a little farther back, but I put it over here. Garbage can, mop bucket, and a vacuum cleaner using a copper golem. I thought it worked pretty good. Some trash in here as well. Here is the main fire exit. I'm sorry it's daytime, but here is the fire exit to the back, because every place like this needs a fire exit. Fazbear Entertainment isn't that irresponsible. So you come through here. Here's the office. The doors don't work. I didn't even bother. I sacrificed it not working for it looking better, because if it had to work, it would be 3 wide, and that would just not look good. I like it this way. Purple carpet, some lockers, a trash can, filing cabinets, shelves, just storage. You have some wires hanging from the ceiling, just like in the game. The main computer, another filing cabinet. You got some caution stuff on the ground just to say, hey, closing doors, be careful. And back here, it's pretty dark. Cork board right here. And then back here is where the list of rules of the pizzeria is. And then back in here, you have the main power room. So a room that I added. That's the main power room. The reason I changed this hallway so much is this hallway didn't really need that much changing, because this hallway already has a room. But the fact that this hallway in the games has no rooms connecting to it, I thought it was really dumb. I mean, what's the point of having this hallway here? It serves no purpose other than just being another way to get to the office. So I added a couple of rooms on there. So I added the power room, or the generator room, whatever you want to call it. And here is the main storage room for the pizzeria. So this is where literally everything is. This room is heavily based off of, I mean, it's a pretty much one-to-one creation of just a little nod to Baddington's Bonnie movement test VHS. When he's doing the movement test, Bonnie is like right here, and you can see some shelves in the background lined just like this. I really like that video, so I just wanted to do a little nod to that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. And then back here you have the puppet. So the puppet is in here. She's just not out there because she's not present. She's just in the back. She's just in storage, and I always assumed she was in FNAF 1. She just didn't do anything. So, yeah. I don't know if that's lore accurate or not. I don't know. I don't care either. Alright, so now let's go look at the kitchen. So, like I said, there are two entrances to the kitchen. There's this one right here, and then there's this one right here. This is the one where everyone comes out of to deliver the pizzas throughout the restaurant. So, we'll just go in here first. Right here is a little prep hallway, which separates the kitchen and the showroom. You have some soda right here for employees to fill pitchers with. You have these. These are like those rubber kitchen mats, just for employees to walk on and not slip and fall. And then you have the main kitchen, which is pretty big, heavily based off FNAF 1, like the movie, not the game, because we don't know what it looks like in the game. Microwave right here. You have a deep fry station with the oil still in it, because Fazbear Entertainment is cheap. More rubber mats, ketchup and mustard dispenser. Over here you have the main stove, which is just a belt, and you put it in one side, it comes out the other cooked. You have a mini fridge right here, not the main fridge, but just a fridge. You have the sink right here. You have an island. There's a bunch of islands. These are pizza boxes, by the way. They look like pizza boxes to me. Some cabinets, some boxes spread around, more islands. And then in here you have the main cold room, with AC, and boxes of food in here. Then you come over here, and this is the loading dock. I love the idea of a loading dock. It makes a lot of sense. Just like in the first movie, there's a loading dock in it where like the people break into and they trash the place. That scene, I always like that scene because I think it makes a lot of sense that a loading dock. I mean, a lot of the stuff in here is so big that you would either have to be building it in house or you'd have to get it through a big garage door like this. And this door leads to the side alley. So. And then here are some dumpsters back here with trash. There's a recycling bin. And yeah. So that is pretty much it. There's a water heater too. So that's pretty much it. We have one more thing to look at. Of course, we had to put this in here. I love the new shelf block. It's amazing. It made this door look 10 times better in my opinion. So in here we have the secret room / break room / panic room where Springtrap is currently held. Got some arcade machines just like in the Sprite minigame, some lockers. This room hasn't been used in a long time. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So, I love it. I personally love it. I think this is the best build of just a standalone pizzeria, not the Pizzaplex that I've done. And yeah. So that's it, guys. Like I said, you guys actually helped a lot with this build. I posted a TikTok asking you guys if you guys wanted the stages separate or if you wanted the stages together, and you guys voted that you wanted it together, like the one I have right behind me. And to be honest with you, I really wasn't planning on rebuilding this yet. I was planning on doing it later, but I got bored and I didn't really want to do the Pizzaplex anymore. Not saying that I'm not going to do it again, but I'm saying that I kind of got burnt out in the Pizzaplex and I wanted to build something else. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Like I said, if you guys would rather it be a silent walkthrough, just let me know. I would completely understand why. Um, and yeah, big things coming to the channel. Hope you guys like the new logo as well. The new logo it's interesting. I just got an iPad for my birthday, which was a couple days ago, and I've been dabbling in drawing and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to draw the characters, and those videos will definitely be coming soon. I just got to get better at it. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy this video. FNAF 1 has been remade. Trust me, it will make a lot more sense in the future. Hope you guys have a good day. Remember to go check out the TikTok. Like, comment, share. I read all comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Pizza Time Rockers, out.